So good morning. So how many of you would say that you used your cell phone already this morning to access the internet? Yeah, say so. Pretty much that we use the internet almost from the time that we wake up. Being on the internet all the time comes with dangers, and one of the dangers is viruses. Now, viruses are just simply computer software that's intended to cause damage to your devices, whatever you have. And so today, hopefully, you'll be able to see how easy it is to get them, where you can get them, and maybe some ways that you can take to avoid them. So how do we get internet viruses? Well, they're actually pretty easy to get. Usually they're a click, or in case of your cell phone, a tap away. Usually, it's probably the most easiest way to get viruses are, as you can see, downloads, email, and also ads. Ads are probably the most ones that you can get viruses from the most. They're designed to actually take advantage of your mannerisms and your trust. One of the biggest viruses that happened was to Facebook. One of my group members, they actually remember this. It was, you were sent a message by one of your friends, and then you thought it was your friend, and so when you clicked it, you were sent to a place to download so you could watch a movie that your friend sent you, and you put a bunch of viruses onto your computer. Now you might think these are a lot of steps to fall into place to get one, but actually, according to the New York Times, over 800,000 people had this virus before anybody even noticed that, there was a problem happening. So next I'm going to talk about where you can get viruses from. Now you might think that where you get viruses from is, like maybe adult websites or things of that nature, but that's actually not the case at all. Cyber criminals are just like regular criminals. They adapt. And so as society has adapted our interests, so have they. What we've gotten a lot of interest into travel, health, food, and just actually media. And so according to Cisco's annual security report, you're 3 times more likely to get an internet virus while searching for media, music, videos. 5 times more likely to get viruses when going to travel websites, going to airports, and actually 6 times more likely when you're going and searching for food and health. One particular place, if you're a frequent traveler, is airport Wi-Fi. People will get and set up fake Wi-Fi hotspots. You log into it and they got access to your stuff and they start putting viruses onto your things. So that's one thing to look out for. And also, legit companies have a lot of viruses on them as well. Yahoo, Amazon, any of your social media places, they actually have a lot of them on there, and it's easy to click them, so it stays wise to avoid ads, things that it just doesn't look like it's normal on there. Finally, I'm going to talk about some ways that you can take to better protect yourself. Now, there is no foolproof way to protect yourself. You're on the internet. You know what they say about if it goes on the internet, it's there forever basically. And so you have to be very careful about what you do when you're on the internet. And because of our devices, our computers, cell phones, things of that nature have become so important, it's important to protect them. Some of the top advices, especially from PC Mag, it's a very good magazine for computer-based questions to have. They recommend that you install anti-software. You regularly update your computers. You do your monthly maintenance checks on them. And some of the top ones are McAfee, Norton. Bitdefender is a good one that's been coming up recently. That's really a good one to use. GetSafeOnline.org. I picked this one because it was actually a very easy organization to skim through. They tell you about everything that you might think of, either you're traveling abroad to starting up your own business. It tells you just a lot of good ways to stay safe online. So in conclusion, I think we should all have more diligence about our devices. I mean, they're becoming more and more important every day. They're not getting less important. And so it's important to protect them at all costs. So I'm hoping that at the end of this presentation, you'll be able to have a little bit better understanding of viruses and how to avoid them. Thank you.
Very good. go back to that last slide, please.